Wow, why was everything so clear as a child? Why did it seem like I was so sure of what I believed and so centered and firm in what I believed and who I wanted to be? Versus me being older, just wanting to sit back and take everything in. But it seems as though it was better when I was younger and understood who I was. And I probably did understand more of who I was back then and who I am now, because I think I've become so numb and become overwhelmed with everything. I just kind of sat back and just like decided to take everything in. But that's not necessarily better for my sanity or just for who I want to be in general, because I realize now that when I was younger, as I was still taking in information, but I was analyzing and processing it and actually being involved in what I was, taking in. I was thinking and critiquing and trying to figure it out as I'm, learning it or taking it in. I'm trying to develop my own logic about it and critically, putting together my own solutions as I'm learning. And I feel like as children, we're trying to do it as fast as possible because we're thrown into this world and we have to quickly adjust to where we are so we could function and still have to be, critically and logically involved. And we have to be comprehensive in what the world is throwing at us, because we could easily become brainwashed and confused and uncentered, not grounded. And when a person is not grounded and centered in who they are, that's just another way of saying you're losing yourself. You don't want to get lost in the cycle of all the things the world has to throw at you, because there's always trouble. There's always somebody out there trying to control another person. There's always conflict. There's always going to be something. And you have to stay grounded to function, to not lose your sanity, to understand what your purpose is. Like, even as you're growing up and you may decide that what you believed before is not what you believe now. I mean, that's a natural thing. People grow and people come to learn new things and they unlearn things and people just change. That's natural. But whatever it is that you believe at that moment, at that particular time in your life, in the present moment, you have to be confident in it no matter what, so people won't run over you. But I pray that I continue to have an open mind and that I don't judge people, because I don't want people to judge me. I want people to hear me out. But that doesn't mean I care whether or not they understand me or not. I want people to understand me, but I'm not going to, force myself or push myself to any extreme limits to make people hear me, as long as I'm content in who I am and what I believe in. As long as what's most important to me is my relationship with my Creator, with who I believe in and what I believe in, that I have that clear understanding and relationship with the divine and with what my purpose is. As long as I'm aligned with that and I'm clear on that, I will be fine. I will survive. I will persist. I will stand the test of time, and I will stand anything that comes against me, because I'm grounded. And yes, we are influenced by everything. We are influenced by our parents, our schools, our communities, our churches, the media. And ultimately, it is up to us to decide what we will take of that and what we will throw away. It's literally up to us. Those decisions are ours, and once we realize that power belongs to us, we have to take our power back. We have to reclaim our power. I believe it is my calling to give my opinion because I value my opinion and I believe it could benefit people and just affect society in a positive way. And why not give that, why not give that to y'all? I mean, and I know I wanted to, I always believe I had something important to say. I just wanted to be careful because I do value and I do believe that leaders such as artists and public speakers, people in that category, they do have a certain amount of, I believe that they do have a certain amount of responsibility when it comes to spreading information about in society because we do have a certain amount of influence on people. And I don't want to, I want to be sure that even if things don't, go as planned, that whatever I put out into the world was for the better of everyone, period. That's the type of legacy I want to leave. Whether people agree with it or not, I want to be genuine. I know that I genuinely want to be a better person and I want to help other people and I want to put out positivity into the world and I want to, encourage people to find happiness and find their purpose and feel, grounded in their life. That's what I want. That's what I genuinely want and that's what I made a promise to God that I will fulfill my purpose. And yeah, and whether people, agree or disagree, that's not my problem. I'm really not trying to. I have to remember that I can't force anybody to believe anything or do anything. And all I can do is, do exactly what God told me to do. As long as I'm doing my part. I believe I will have done all I can, because I can't hop in somebody else's body and make them do something. I mean, everybody has their own mind, and I know other people can't control what I do unless I give them that power to do that. I have control over what I say and do and what I believe, and yeah. So I guess it's time for me to see how much I can accomplish with what God has given me. I need to push myself to the limit. I need to set my own boundaries and get clear on what it is that I want to do in life. And nobody else can decide that for me.